Saturday the 9th of May. It's the Mental Health World Cup here at Vicarage Road, and I can't wait to get started.
Hello, me again, Mike. I know you've just seen me introducing where we are today, but very, very important that I at least provide a little bit of context for you, because the last couple of videos haven't quite gone to plan, and I'll hold my hands up, that's on me, I'm afraid. So before you dive into the action and watch me pull off some worldy saves and probably let in a few goals that I perhaps shouldn't have, because I know what Ben's like when he edits these. He'll want to stitch me up at any opportunity. So he's definitely throwing them in. I'm here just to talk a little bit more about the context surrounding this video. So if you've stumbled across this channel and you are completely new, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video first and foremost. If at the end of it you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like button down there. I know this is a running channel, but hopefully some of the videos might tickle your fancy. So whilst you're hitting like, just scooch on over a little bit and hit subscribe as well for us, and that will be absolutely amazing. Vicarage Road, Saturday just gone, the 9th, we went along and we played in the Mental Health World Cup. So myself and Ben did so last year for my other podcast that I sometimes do, but I am the co-founder of Voices of the Vic. You'll see the picture here from our team photo last year. It went all right, you know. It was an experience. Well, this year we sort of went along and we thought, right, let's try and get a bit of a more stable team, a little bit of a stronger team. There was a few more rule changes this year. It just in the fact that the tournament got bigger. So there were 40 teams there this year. So there were 5 groups of 8 teams, meaning that we got 7 group games, which we only played 4 group games last year. And then I think we played a wooden spoon knockout. So in total we only played 5 games last year. So you might have seen on our channel before that back in March we did a 24-hour treadmill challenge, and we did that for this competition. Not because we thought, you know what will be a laugh, let's go and do 24 hours on a treadmill. No, not me. We did it for this. So we needed to raise £1,250, and that went to 4 mental health charities that do a lot of work within the community, not just in Watford, in the community in general throughout the UK, and they really do some brilliant work. You know, we've talked about on this podcast before and on this channel, and you've probably seen videos where maybe that side of things come out a little bit more. In terms of mental health means a lot to us here. You know, I don't want to start speaking on behalf of Ben and Jake, but I know for a fact that all of us at one stage or another have had to deal with mental health struggles recently, and so the fact that we can do something to help those charities that help people with similar struggles that we have, it's almost a bit of a no-brainer, and you want to try and do as much as you can in that regard. So yeah, we did that 24-hour, and we thought, let's try and raise as much money as we can. The target, as I say, was £1,250. We hit that in hour 6. We'd already got a few donations prior to that, but that push, I think we got just over 400 quid for that. And yeah, we ended up actually finishing top of the fundraising table for all the teams at the Watford tournament, because they have other tournaments as well, at QPR, Millwall and Everton. So for the Watford tournament we finished top, raising a total of £2,200, and like I say, that money goes to amazing causes doing amazing work. So yeah, I'll let you go and watch the rest of the video now. I just wanted to provide a little bit of context so you knew what you were watching. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, as I said earlier, please do consider hitting the like button. Please do hit subscribe as well. And if you're new to this channel because this video has brought you here, maybe you're a Watford fan, maybe you were at the game as well, whether you were spectating, maybe you scored past me, and you want to just get your clip from the goal that you scored past me. There was one chap that scored and he about took the bloody camera out. So you're lucky you're not getting sent an invoice, pal, because the camera's alright. But if you're new, check us out. I don't know, you might not be a runner, but it might surprise you. You might be thinking, oh, I might get into running, what's it like? Check out some of our other videos. It's raw, we've got someone for everyone. You've got me, I mean, look at me, the way that I'm built. I'm a slower runner. You've got someone like Ben, who's at the front of the pack. So if you're a bit of a faster runner and you're looking at me thinking, why am I going to watch you, pal? Don't worry, we cater for your speed as well. So yeah, without further ado, watch the video and I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you on the next one.
Right, thanks Mike for the bit of context there. Yeah, just want to piggyback off that and just apologise. It was a very intense day. As you can see, we just wanted to make the most of it all and kind of take it all in. But also find the time to get some content for you guys. But hopefully you will enjoy this video. And without further ado, let me run you through the team. Right, so in goal, Mike, podcasting legend and founding member of Voices of the Vic. His position in his goal may be questionable, but his podcast setup is elite. At the back, Jake. He may run like his controller batteries are dying, but he's proof that you don't need pace when you got vibes and decent positioning. Ben Stevens, proud vegetarian. Probably find him in a garden centre with your nan. Watch out. Cam, baby of the group, and 1/3 of the Voices of Vic members in the team today. Recently completed Manchester Marathon and is the brother of Mike. My thoughts are with you, kid. Next up, it's Chris, from the baby to the daddy of the group. You're in trouble if you come up against him in midfield. It's impossible to get away from him. Believe me, I've tried. In midfield, Ben Blakeman. Just happy to be here, really. Ben Aiton, Voices of the Vic OG. Possibly one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Shame he's a Watford fan. And last but not least, up top, Tom Hodson. Now this guy may be nearly 40, but there's no dust on him yet. He's powered by deep heat and paracetamol. Yes, now we're also joined by Joe Thomas, as you can see here in grey. He is also a member of Voices of Vic and was our manager today. Done an absolutely class job considering he didn't know many of the lads, and trying to put a team together and trying to make sure everyone's got minutes and make sure everyone's involved and enjoying the day. A very thankless task, but credit to him, he done an absolutely fantastic job. Right, so here we are, taking a quick team photo. Now we are representing Ireland. Each team was given a country to represent. We're going up against Canada in game 1, who are a team called AFC Stevenage. Going into this game, obviously the first game, a few nerves flying about, but I'd like to say we were confident at this point. We've got a strong team all together on paper. So right off the bat, you see me coming through here, have a little shot, just goes wide. But a good early signs and something to really take forward. So in this next clip here, bit of a mix up at the back, goes straight through Mike's legs, and it's 1-0 to Canada. This was obviously still quite early on in the game, so a bit of a shock, something that we weren't expecting. But from this point onwards, we just seemed to be getting absolutely peppered. It was just attack after attack from Canada. Anything we tried to build on, just couldn't seem to get a pass together. A few loose touches. Lad goes through here, cracking save from Mike. Another one there, double save. It's a shame because this actually, unfortunately, leads to them scoring. Not one of Mike's finest saves. Probably should have done better. I think he'd say so himself. But yeah. 2-0 down, early doors, not something you really want in the first game. I think we was also trying not to get on each other's back this early. Obviously, I say just nerves and a few loose touches, which seemed to, throughout the day, everybody started to calm down, start to enjoy themselves a bit more. Now, there's a head height rule involved in this tournament, which Canada get a free kick from. And sadly, they score, and it's 3-0. And we are just absolutely shell-shocked. Nobody knows what's going on. We've changed a few things around. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do much. They come through again, and before you know it, it's 4-0. So, absolutely shambles of a start. And that's it. End of the game, 4-0. We're trying to just regroup here and trying to not let it affect us, but it's definitely not what we thought for the first game of the day. Jumping into game 2, we're coming up against Cameroon, a team called Fisky Business. Changed a few things round in the team. A couple new people coming in off the bench. I think the aim was not concede early doors. It just seems like we can't catch a break at this point. We really wasn't having many shots on goal or anything. Mike was pulling off some really class saves, to be fair to him. Was keeping us in it, but we just completely seemed out of our depth. Second to every ball. Just really not putting up a fight, to be honest. Another class save by Mike there. I think we were worried whether we were even going to score a goal throughout the tournament at this point, as Cameroon come through and score another one, and it's 2-0. So you can tell by Mike's body language, you can tell he's deflated. He's doing all he can. We're just not clicking. There's no sort of harmony in the team. And yeah, just like that, we're already into game 3. 2 losses, coming up against Switzerland. I declare a game of 5s. Another tough team. I think they'd already won their first 2 games, so we knew we really had to show up in this game, otherwise it was going to be trouble going forward. So a nice save from Mike there. Unfortunately, that one gets past him, and it's 1-0 to Switzerland, and it seems to be just going that way for us today. So right here, you can't really see it on camera, but their keeper has a bit of a mix-up, accidentally passes the ball to me. I go through and just slot it away. Brings back to 2-1, first goal of the day. And sadly, it doesn't really spur us on. They run through again. Might round the keeper, and another goal. Mike doesn't end up picking up his camera. It ended 4-2. Tom Hodson grabbing the second goal for us. And on to game 4, where we come up against Egypt, Better FC. Now, this is probably the most important game for us. This is where I'd like to say it started to turn. It was probably the most frustrating game of the day. We immediately go 1-0 up, which is a good start, good signs. Tom Hodson straight away, quite early on as well, so knew I had a long way ahead of us, but they come through, and sadly Mike probably has the worst howler of the day. There's not much I can say on that one really. Mike could probably explain it himself at some point, but I know he was really annoyed about this one. But time to pick things up, go again, and to be fair, we go straight back at them. I managed to score, a bit of a scrappy goal. Keeper was absolutely fuming about it, but once again, we at least were putting in a bit of fight this time. Until they score again. 2-2, it just seems to be a lot back and forwards. We can't really get a grip of the game. As you can see here, Tom Hodson goes through from Chris, and we're 3-2 up. And I think you can tell where this is going. Now, this was the most frustrating part of the day. With this head height rule, the referees were very inconsistent. Egypt just had a shot there. I've blocked it. Stood exactly where I did block it. Egypt went ahead and took a free kick behind me, closer to the goal. Caught Mike off his guard, and scored and made it 3-3. Referees are very poor. And as I say, sadly ended 3-3, going into game 5. Now, this was the point where Mike actually refused to put his camera into the goal. So we have very limited clips. We come up against Norway, a team called Combaton, and they were just a different class. Absolutely battered us off the field, and it was a very rough game, as expected. Norway actually went on to win the whole competition, 1-0. So no hard feelings there. We obviously come up against the best side of the day. We did manage to grab a goal though. Tom Hodson ended up scoring, so at least we had something to take away from the day. Here's one of their goals. So yeah, ended 4-1 Norway. On to game number 6. Now at this point, looking at the table, we could see that our last 2 games would probably be against the 2 weaker sides, as Jake Ramsey comes through here and absolutely slots a beautiful goal into the corner. His first of the day. Absolutely out of nowhere, to be honest. But yeah, as I was saying, this was one of the weaker teams we played. As you can see, the keeper here, I don't know what was going through his head, but goal kick out of his hands, overhead height, which leads to us taking a penalty. And probably the most bizarre moment of the day. I don't think he fully understood the rules. As you can see, he keeps creeping up here, and he's literally stood pretty much on the ball. I'm talking to the referee saying, are you going to let this happen? He's getting closer. I'm confused. Chris is confused there. I don't really know what's going on. I don't think the keeper knew the rules. Bizarrely, he does the same thing again from that goal kick, which leads to another penalty. I tell him to stay on his line. Ref finally gets involved, and we score our second. We come through again, and Ben Aiton makes it 3, and we're absolutely flying at this point. All things are starting to click. Another little replay there. And yeah, firing on all cylinders, as Mike would say. Nice little 1-2 here. Ben Aiton and Tom lays him off, slots it away, and that is 4 for the day. And that is how the game finishes. On to game 7, chasing the finish versus Guidepost FC, Jamaica. Now this is one we wanted to win. We wanted to end the day with a win. Ben Stevens, right off the bat, scores a very scrappy goal. Almost blew the keeper's arms off. We do get a little replay here. As you can see, absolutely trickles in. A little P-roller. But they all count, and he'll absolutely take that. Nice little save from there, from Mike. Little double save, actually. Mike was struggling with a bad shoulder at this point, but it didn't seem to affect him. He was having quite a strong last couple games. There you go, there's one of the saves. Straight into the second. Right here. Nice little bit of control there from the lad. Goes out for a corner. So they come through again. This lad does very well, to be fair to him. Slots it near post past Mike, and it's 1-1. At this point, we were absolutely adamant we were going to win this. We just sort of turned it on. I managed to grab a goal there, making it 2-1. And I think the most important thing was just not letting it slip from here. I think the intensity, as you can see from Ben Aiton there, all over their defenders, slots it through to me, and sort of get it on the swivel. Comes through again, Ben Aiton with another assist, another scrappy goal from me. I've had a couple of them today, but I make it 3-1. And in quite quick succession, Chris puts me through, and it's a hat-trick. 4-1, chasing the finish. Get a nice little replay here as well from another angle, courtesy of the wives of the podcast. So there you go, 4-1, and it's looking like we're going to come away with the win for the last game of the day for us. They have a wild shot. And there you go. Jamaica 1, Ireland 4. And that is how we ended up with the table. We ended up coming 6th. Could have done better. Personal achievement for myself. I managed to get 4th top goal scorer. Joint 3rd, I suppose. Yeah, probably not what we expected coming into it. Thought we had a strong team on paper. I think we still do have a strong team on paper. We just needed a couple of games to click. But, you know, it doesn't matter. What a fantastic thing to be a part of, and I'm extremely grateful. I know the rest of the lads are. So thank you to everybody who was involved in the process of the Men's Mental Health World Cup, and cheers. Right, Duff, there you go.
Yeah.
Our
Done for another season, eh?
Wow, I was just going to say, do you... you're not doing this again, are you?
If we are, I'm definitely not organising it now. It's been quite stressful to say the least. So
I think you're kind of playing it down there. It's,
yeah.
So, how do you get Jake here as well? How do you think we got on?
Do you know what? I think I said to you towards the end there that before we started, I thought, right, let's. Before we started, I think we hyped up the group quite a bit because of the squad that we've got. A lot of us know each other, and we've got, you know, a group of strong players.
Yeah.
But come the end of it, I think I was just happy to pick up more points than we did when we did it last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, me, you, Ben Aiton, Cam did it last year, and then the rest of the lads were new. So, yeah, just sort of happy to.
So just giving a quick rundown of, so we lost the first 2.
Yeah, so we lost 3.
Lost the first 3.
Drew 1.
So we should have won.
And won 2. There's your 7 games.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. We rounded off winning 2 games.
Might have lost 3. So, yeah, but we rounded off winning 2 games, which was nice. It's not like me, I know, but lost my head a couple of times with some of the goals I conceded, so you'll probably see the meltdown. I stuck the GoPro in the goal, Ben Foster style, for all but 1 game, and typically the 1 game I didn't do it, I probably pulled off the most saves in, so yeah. But yeah, do you know what, having reflected on it now, it's been a good day. Most people have been in good spirits. We had a bit of a sort of issue earlier on the pitch and whatnot, but it's been resolved, and yeah.
Well, I think we've got to look at the bigger picture, and it, you know, we were the top fundraisers,
and we raised a lot of money for some good charities. So
we did.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective, as I say. You know, obviously, we were top fundraisers, and you know, we've done our part, and you know, we've done a good thing, haven't we? Just coming over to, where is it, Jake, my fellow man of the match. Me and you were the only ones to get man of the match.
Yes.
How was your day?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Grabbed yourself a goal, didn't you?
Did, yeah. You gotta stay humble though, but I am probably the best player that played today.
Okay, that's a big statement. That's a big statement.
No, I really enjoyed it, to be fair. First 3 games was tough, but it's like we said, we're just trying to get the gist of who we were playing with, who. Now we set up and that, but after it's been a good day, innit, really.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. So
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So me and you got man of the match.
We did.
Each. You grabbed yourself a goal.
I did.
I managed to get 6. I don't know how that happened.
It's a shame that we couldn't start off the way we wanted, but the 3 teams that we played, apart from the 1, the other 2, that Norway and Cameroon maybe, maybe the other team, they were really good, to be fair. So I think that Norway will end up either winning or pushing for it, because we got to the quarters or whatever, the knockouts, and I think they won their first one. So, but yeah, I want to do it again.
You want to do it again?
If the big dog wants
I don't think Mike's going to do it again. He didn't knock out there, but yeah.
Done his shoulder then, and then all of a sudden we recovered after he won a game.
He's done his shoulder. Mike, come on, do the. See if you can get it right this time.
No, someone else can do it.
Go on, Jake.
What's this?
The outro.
Outro.
Yeah, go on.
Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and keep on trucking. See you later.
You gotta do it. See, you gotta do.
What do you mean?
Keep on chase. No, what is it? Keep on.
See.
Keep on. I don't know.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking and keep on chasing that.
Come
finish.
on.
Now you win. Right, go. Right, yeah, go on. Go. Yeah, perfect.